Let's Talk. On today's episode, we'll be talking to a barber. Sit tight as we talk to Kevin Davis. On today's episode, I have the barber with me, Kevin Davis.
Hey.
How you doing, Katie?
Yeah, I'm all right.
So what inspired you to cut hair?
Really, it was let's go back to the beginning. I can't say what inspired me. I needed a haircut.
You needed a haircut.
I needed a haircut, but it was what happened was the way it started was my cousin. He was one of them good hair kids. So, you know what I'm saying? He needed a haircut. He he didn't care who did it. So, it was like, let me do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, his haircut turned out good. And it wasn't even really a good haircut. I bet if I seen it today, I probably thought it was the worst. But back then, he had good hair. So, I knew the basics. I knew how to follow patterns. And just like if you see a haircut, uniform haircut, you knew, okay, his line up go that way.
Yeah.
And so I, did what I thought I seen. And it came out good. And I did it like 2 more times for him. I only had him. He was my only guy. And then, he had went around some people and they asked him, like, who cut your hair? And they like, man, hey. Next thing I know, I was on a porch cutting hair, like with a few people. Like, I ain't even sure if they liked it or not. Probably didn't, because they didn't come back. But at the same time, I knew I was on the sign. So I was like, I'm on the sign.
Have you ever considered being a beautician as well, or?
At the beginning, no. I was like totally against it because I thought it was, I didn't want nobody to get the wrong idea,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, with me, doing hair. So I'm like, no, absolutely not. I'm never, like, when I get out of this school, I'm only here for one reason. That was my mindset going into the school.
Okay.
It was like, I'm here for one reason. That's it. I don't want no, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no other, I don't want to be, me, it was a dumb idea because I should have learned everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing all the money that passed me up now, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't have nothing to do with, how people gonna look at you or if people gonna look at you anyway.
Right.
Cause like soon as I got out of school, the first thing that happened was everybody was getting their hair dyed.
Mm. All
All the little kids had the Odell Beckham frosted tips and they teach you how to do all of that. But me, I'm in there like, I'm a famous cosmetology, bro. You going to barber school, the cosmetology school downtown. I'm like, yeah, come down. This is my spot pretty much. I'm cutting hair.
Mm-hmm.
I never really put no effort into learning, even though they taught it. It was like in one ear, out the other. I was good at doing tests, so I hurry and take them answers and give me the next person hair that I can cut.
Yeah.
And I did the hair because they make you roller. I was in there roller setting.
Mm-hmm.
I was in there roller setting and everything. You know what I'm saying? Dyeing the hair if I had to dye it. But I didn't really have to dye it. But they give you like this mayonnaise type paste where you have to imitate like you dyeing hair.
Okay.
But, yep, that's one thing I regret that I probably want to go back for.
Okay.
Because dyeing hair as far as streaks and, you see a lot of white women with streaks and stuff, they pay a lot of money for that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So coloring is a lot of money in coloring.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a girl, Tyra, she work in the back of my shop. I see a lot of people go back there as far as like dreads, you know what I'm saying, and just retwisting dreads. It's like, man, and at $50 a head, I'm like, man, I could be, I might consider going back.
Mm-hmm.
This interview might help me. I might, you know what I'm saying? You might, yeah.
What do you think the pros and cons are of being a barber?
The pros is you're your own boss. It depends where you're working. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of make your own hours. It depends where you're working. If you're working for somebody and they got hours, me, I believe you're an independent contractor when you're working with me. I ain't gonna say for me because a lot of men don't like the fact that like you, even though like I am your boss, I can kick you out of here.
Right.
I don't like to put it like that. Right. I like you working with me. You're an independent contractor, and you make your own hours. You come in, and another thing, I run it like a little hood kind of hood. Like you come in anytime. My house is your house as long as you treat it like your house.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got money, if your people don't get off till 10 o'clock at night, and you know what I'm saying, it's your people can only make it at 11 o'clock at night, and if whatever price, they come in at 11 o'clock at night. And so that's the pros to it. You make your own hours. If you want to be in there, I've been in there early as like 7 in the morning when it's probably been a little dark. And the cons is like, once you get good, once you get fairly good,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what? Let me go back to the pros. You don't have to be that good to make a lot of money, because everybody needs a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
You could be fair. You could be fair and make a good amount of money. You know, and yeah, that's one of the better pros about it is you don't really have to be good. Everybody's in a race to be the best, though. You know, and I like to be the best too. I like more money, better. But you know, if you got any kind of competition, then you kind of want to be the best. I want to be the best one day, but I don't really strive to be the best. Probably more money is my aim, but I like that. But cons, once you do get good, you in high demand. Now, me, I work hard. So I don't have enough time. Like more family time. I wish I had more family time where I could, you know, my kids to really be around them more, because you know I believe your presence is worth more than your presence.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I would think like. And my wife, I don't get it, but she come up to the shop, so we kick it like that a little bit. So, but the kids, if I had a little more time for the kids, I would. If I change anything, I'd take more time off for them.
So before you had your own shop, I'm assuming that you worked in other shops as well, correct? Or like other one other one?
One.
What's the difference between you working with or under someone than you just having basically your own shop?
When you're working with someone, it's just rules almost. You kind of got to follow what they say. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of, you know, even when I was only at one shop, so I can't really say, I don't have really a broad perspective on everybody else.
Okay.
But, you know, I guess the different things. I've been to other shops and I talk to dudes who in there, and it's not his shop and his rules, but it's rules in his shop.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously it ain't his rules. So it's like me knowing my shop and how my rules is, you know, they unspoken of, but there's rules in there. You might not think when you come in there there's rules in there, but you know, we'll talk about them if you get out of hand. Like if you come in my shop and you just start cussing crazy. Depends on who's in there. I might let you. Depends on who's in there. You know, if it's like a lot of women or children in there, I'll be like, look, man, you could, you know, cuss, but like keep it with your person or who you with. Because, you know, a lot of men don't like you telling them how to talk. You know, I had some gangsters that came in. One dude came in one time. Is this storytelling time? This ain't storytelling time?
Go ahead.
Okay. One dude came there one time. I knew he was a gangster. I'm like, man, he cussing crazy. And I'm like, man, it's an old lady sitting right there. And so in my head, I'm cutting hair, I'm trying to, because you got to figure these things out. And how can I tell this gangster? He ain't tough, like big like gangster. He like hood, like don't know no better, can't read, and ain't sure how he gonna take this kind of gangster. It's like, man, how do I tell him to quit cussing in a cool way? So I'm like, hey man, can you kind of, you know, keep the cussing down a little bit, man? You know, the women and children in there. I tried to soften up for him, and it didn't work. And what he's got to, that's how his voice. What you mean, man? You know, man. And then he went into, I don't know. It's funny. To me, I call it can't read mode. He's one of the modes, but he ain't sure what to do. But you could tell it's some kind of dysfunction coming out of me. And I'm like, oh man, this is what I didn't want to happen. But he took, after a while, I was able to, not even that day, because that day he took it bad. He walked outside. I could see he was upset. He really wanted to say more to me, but I don't think he had enough people with him. If he'd have had a couple more gangsters with him, he'd have let me know how he felt. But he was kind of small. He's a small gangster. So he was like, you know, he just showed me that he was upset, and then he kind of walked back in, and then. But later on down the line, I talked to him, and I let him, and we talked about it, and I let him know, like, you know, it's just, you know, with women and children, you can't just say anything you want.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can, because I ain't trying, again, gangster, I don't want to control your conversation.
Yeah.
But you just got to know when to cuss, you know, with your people. When you know,
Right.
You don't want to be in society, like, looking like or sounding like you just can't read. Like, you know, you just get a little more vocabulary about stuff. But there's been times where, what was the question I got off of?
You basically answered it. Basically, you just answered it. It was like the rules, the difference between your shop and just working under someone else.
My rules is like I said, the unspoken. it's rules in there, but it's not like it's more or less loose. It's a looser environment where it's, you know, try to cater to everybody, a little bit of everybody, because you got your church people, then you got your kids. Everybody got different levels to everything. You got your church people, you got your kids. Here come the streets, the gang. You know what I'm saying? There's different levels. Here come the people. They walk past you and you smell everything they was doing in the car. It's different. It's diverse, but you just gotta keep everybody on the same level. So, you know, different. When I was with him, it was the same thing. I learned a lot from him. I name dropped him, Wayne. I learned a lot from Wayne, good and bad. So it was a good learning experience. That was my first shop. I ain't really been professional, but like almost 5 years, maybe 6 years. I got out in 2 years. Probably about 6-7 years I've been professional. About 6 years.
Okay.
So this I don't got it long on you, and I've been visiting other people's shops to see if it's, you know what I mean. I go in there and ask Willis, and you know, like, what's going on here? Hey man, don't sit there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he ain't letting you sit in certain places. Hey, yeah, but you can do anything. Don't sit there. But it's just different. And, you know, you are who you are. I think that's how the rules are made. Like whoever the shop owner is, like, what does he want to do? You know what I'm saying? So mine's just more a little loose.
Okay. We're just gonna take a quick break and then we'll be right back with KD Kevin Davis.
Hey, wait a minute. Is my interview going better than Dominic's and his wife? just checking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, 1 to 10, give me. You know what I'm saying? Just rate it when y'all done. Go ahead.
So you did mention that you have children. How many children do you have?
5.
Are boys, girls, or?
I'll say 6. That's 6.
Okay.
Boys.
All boys?
Yes.
Okay. Do they benefit of having a barber as their dad?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Yes and no?
Yeah, because the haircut gonna be free all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But no, because I ain't cutting their hair like every time their hair grow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right now, if you looked at them, you couldn't tell that I was a barber. You'd be like, your dad a barber? Why your hair look like that? It's but that's what sets in comfort. They can walk around looking kind of rough, and it's still okay because they know that, and everybody else knows that's it's like a comfort level. They just like a pass.
Mm-hmm.
Like your friends can you can walk around looking funny now because they like, man, you could get a haircut at any time. So a haircut really ain't important in our house.
Gotcha.
It's like whatever, But everybody got that freedom though. That's one thing I do. If you just want a haircut for a specific reason or a specific time.
And I'm sure they don't go to anyone else.
No. If they want to though, no, they don't right now. But my kids, like my son Cameron asked me one time about one of his friends that was cutting hair. I'm like, you can go to them if you like. And but people have cut their hair in the past. Like I've been in prison. And a lot of people cut their hair during that stint.
Okay.
So, yeah, but now I cut their hair. But if they want a haircut, I cut them.
Okay. You kind of answered this question, but you believe that the beauty industry is a lucrative business?
Yeah, it's a lot of money there, man. I suggest, like, especially the way, like, society is set up now, I would suggest, like, kids to go to barber school or beauty school because they can get with people like me that can even though the school in Lorraine is local, and a lot of us ain't got like ways to go to no barber school. That's how I didn't end up going to barber school because it was in Cleveland, but it's local and it was free. I don't know why they say they charging other people, but I ain't paid nobody yet. But you could go there and I say barbers, but as beauticians, as far as young girls go, a lot of that started at the house at a young age where you own dolls and you braiding or you see your mom braiding. And so you got something in you out the gate as far as little girls go. I can't really speak for them. But for boys, like if my kids ever don't follow through with the plans that we got for them, I strongly suggest that. But not even just my kids, any young kid that's, out there lost, ain't sure what to do. To me, that was an easy way to get money, and I can show you easily how to get money. For as like, I'll bring you in with me, and what I'm saying, I'll show you the basics on how to do the basics, and might take you a minute because it's a trust thing, a haircut.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta trust that guy, but at the same time, some people don't really care. Some people like, can he cut hair? And like, yeah, and if I say yeah, they're gonna, and then there it is. There go your client, and and I'll walk you through it, and you know what I'm saying. You're going to start to build a clientele base. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people not going to like it, some people are. That's just, you know what I'm saying? And then from like in the next year or two, you'll have your own. Not a year, next year, you'll have at least a decent little clientele base where you could be making like, I say for a year, say if somebody just didn't know how to cut hair, about a year, I say you could be making probably like maybe, I want to say you can probably start off making like 110, 120 a week.
Okay.
And then, and that's just you being there all the time too, because you gotta, it ain't just what you can make. A lot of times it gotta do with how that's a hustle. That's one thing that when you work for yourself, you gotta really push yourself. It ain't like, some people who got jobs, you gotta be there on the clock, so you gotta be there at a certain time.
Right.
Me, I work for you. You know what I'm saying? So, Joy, whenever you got to be at work, you know what I'm saying? I got to work around your schedule, you know what I'm saying? Or whoever work for, well, you know what I'm saying? He get off at 9 o'clock at night. All barbershops are closed at 9 o'clock at night. Not mine, you know what I'm saying? If he got off at 9 o'clock at night and I want I want your business, I'm going to meet you there at 9:10, 9:15.
Okay.
Because that's the hustle that's inside me. Mm-hmm. But that's not inside everybody. That's inside, that's certain few. This is it's how bad do you want it. You are your own product in that business. What you want to do and how much money you make depends on what kind of hustle you got in you. If you only got, like I'm getting off every day at 5, then whoever get off after 5, you can't cut them because you quit at 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or if, you don't start till, like me, I don't really start till like 11:30 because I work out in the morning or play basketball in the morning. So a lot of times, but not all the times, because if it's enough money, like today I was there at 10 or 9, it was like 9:30. But so, some mornings but a lot of mornings I missed the morning run, you know what I mean? But I try to make it up with the night run. But yeah, it's a lot of money. I recommend if you don't have no real plans as a young boy, especially a lot of the young boys that's, if you just in the streets nowadays that ain't got, just out there lost, that's easy money.
How would we contact you? Like, do you have Facebook? Is connected to your shop or?
Yeah, I did have Facebook, but I got off Facebook because I was wasting too much time.
Okay.
And I really didn't utilize it the right way just because I was waking up in the morning and spending like 45 extra minutes in the bed before I'm like this. I wake up and I'm like, and it was, it was like, to me, that's what made me quit Facebook. And you can still tag me. I just probably won't see it until I might be on the toilet next week and I'm checking my email and they be like, somebody tagged you. And I just go to it, and then, all my Facebook things will pop up, and I just look see who all said, who all tagged me to what, and, if it's worth responding or if I need to respond, I might say something, but more likely I won't. So my Facebook is still active. I'm not active on it.
So
Instagram either. Just
your number?
Yeah, my number more than likely. You could just always, and Messenger, you can reach anybody in Messenger. Okay. Yeah, Messenger, so pretty much Messenger, you can reach me through Messenger.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can go ahead and put your number at the bottom of the screen so that you
That'd be good. Thank you,
okay.
Man. I appreciate that.
Well, I think that's all I have.
Is that it? You sure you ain't got another one, man?
I'm good.
I'm getting deep, man. I'm mentally, I'm just about to go into my, my mode. That's some questions. But yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you for coming.
This is a great setting. I love what you guys did with the couches. And,
thank you. Thank you for watching this episode of Let's Talk. Please like, share, and subscribe to my page so that you can tune into the next episode of Let's Talk.